And we're live. Hello, my friends. My name is Evelyn Joy, and today is a very exciting day for me because my friend Teacher Tenille is here. Welcome, Teacher Tenille.
Thank you so much for having me on today, Evelyn. I'm so excited.
Teacher Tenille is on YouTube as well. I have her channel linked in the description, and I will be sharing her Cambly Kids referral link in the description as well. Um, Teacher Tenille works for Cambly Kids, and I'm doing a series right now where I interview different teachers who are active booking teachers for companies that exist outside of China. Because in case China decides they don't want us to teach their citizens anymore, we need jobs still, right? We need to pay the bills.
That's it.
So I want to know more about Cambly Kids. So my friend Teacher Tenille has been working for them since February, correct?
Yep.
All right. So I'm just going to let you take the floor. What would you like to tell us about Cambly Kids?
Yes, Cambly Kids. Okay, so I will tell you back in February, I started thinking, you know what? I really want to add on. We lost that hour, that 9 to 10 Eastern Standard Time with China, and I really enjoyed the extra money. So I'm like, I really want to be able to add on something to that hour. I missed it because I was already scheduled. I was ready. And so I started looking at Cambly and Cambly Kids. Well, honestly, when you search Cambly online on YouTube, you get a mixed, review. You get, oh, it's great, and oh, stay away. So I was like, oh, I don't know. So February hits, and my children are in school, and I have extra time, and I'm thinking, you know what? I'm going to give this a chance. I'm just going to apply. If I don't like it, what have I lost? So I reached out to a friend who was a current Cambly teacher, and she loved it. She boasted about how much she loved it. And I thought, okay, I can try this. So I first applied for Cambly, which is what you have to do to get into Cambly Kids. And I applied that morning like at 11 o'clock. And then I was hired and told to open slots by like 4. I mean, it was the fastest. Yes. No live interview. You give them your application, your credentials, and seriously, it's like, oh, welcome aboard. You can log in and open slots. Now, this is Cambly.
Mhm.
And once you join Cambly, you can do the kids side. And I'm thinking, I would rather teach kids because that's what I've been doing for the last 4 years. So I typed in, okay, well, I want to join Cambly Kids. So I did that. So you have to start at Cambly and then go into Cambly Kids. From there, once you get accepted to Cambly, you can apply for Cambly Kids. So I did that.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
actually watching a video today
Mhm.
where Teacher Lena, she put out a video today talking about, well, maybe it came out a couple days ago, but I just
Yeah.
watched it this morning. She was talking about what's going on with China and different companies and stuff.
Yeah.
She mentioned Cambly Kids, and she said, I know someone who applied and was hired the same day. But she said she also knows people who it took a couple weeks. So it really depends on, they kind of hire all at once. They hire like a big group. So just because one person gets hired the same day, don't feel discouraged if it takes a little bit.
That's right.
It's just they hire in groups. It's not like that you should feel discouraged either way, right?
No,
Just
that's right.
throwing that out there.
Yes, thank you. Because my friend was like, Tenille, you may not hear anything for a few weeks. I didn't hear for a few weeks. But what I've learned from Cambly is they really hire based on demand. You're not going to open slots with them and let them sit booked. I mean, let them sit empty. They're going to be booked. So they hire based. That's right. That's right. They hire based on their demand. And I think in February when I applied, they were just really in need of teachers. So it was like, how exciting. Now, it did take a few days to hear back from Cambly Kids.
I have known a VIP Kid teacher before who reached out to me. She was a whole contract with VIP Kid with no bookings, and she tried everything, and I was helping her brainstorm and think of ideas of how to improve her profile and everything. So it's nice to know that Cambly Kids isn't just going to keep you waiting. I want to point out that if at all you're interested in applying for Cambly Kids, just try it today with Camille's referral code, because I think if you apply online, you should use somebody's referral code.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why not? It's like you could to help somebody out, and Camille's giving you the information right now, so it's like a thank you to her, right?
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And then also, I wanted to say it's better to apply now if you're thinking maybe I would like to work there in the future. Because what if it takes one day or what if it takes a couple weeks? If you need to pay your bills and something happens with VIP Kid, I was put under review with VIP Kid once and I couldn't open bookings. So it's better to have a backup plan in place and diversify. But some people think they're diversifying, but all their companies are in China. The problem is you have to diversify with more than one country. Now, my next question for you to Neil is how many countries does how many countries I mean
Yeah.
what country is Cambly Kids based in and what countries are the students in?
Okay, Cambly is based in San Francisco, California, so it's right here in the United States. I have taught students literally from all over the world. It's global. You can teach students from all over. I mean, several, 90 countries, if not more. Today, I taught a student in India and a student in Saudi Arabia. I had one from Dubai. So, I mean, I have Japanese students, Turkish students, even Chinese students. South Korea, I get several students that are from South Korea. Most of my students, because I open up like 10 o'clock in EST, I open up and they actually, a lot of my students were from Saudi Arabia. I have a lot of students from Saudi Arabia. So that's kind of cool. You know, the difference between each culture is just so neat. I love that. I feel like I'm learning just as much as they are.
How cool is it to not only connect with kids in China, but connect with kids all over the world,
I love it.
right?
Yeah, I love it.
That's so
It is.
awesome.
It
You
really
get
is.
to
Yes,
travel the world, right? I
that's
love
right.
culture, but I'm a stay-at-home mom, so I can
Sure.
connect to kids around the world from my own home. It's so
It's
awesome.
amazing. It's amazing.
The next question I have is what hours are available? What time of day is it? Early morning? Is it late at night? Is it in the middle of the day? When are the hours?
Are you ready for this? It's 24/7. Literally 24/7. You can open up whenever you want.
I have a friend in the chat box who's watching, my friend Hillary,
Yeah.
and she feels nervous about what's going on with China and with
Yeah.
VIP Kid. And she gets up so early in the morning.
Yeah.
And I am looking forward to the day when she sleeps in and still pays her bills.
That's it. You can do it.
So
You can
I'm
do it.
I'm glad you're watching, Hillary. What encouraging words can you give my friend who has been feeling very sad about what's going
Yes.
on?
I'm with you, Hillary. I'm with you. I have cried. I have cried because I've given my heart to the Chinese companies for the last 4.5 years. And the last few days have been hard. I won't lie to you. I still teach with the Chinese companies in the mornings before my classes. And then I open up Cambly. But I think that I'm going to start devoting more time to Cambly. And I have actually taught during the day, just, I've canceled or not opened for my Chinese companies, maybe while my kids were on vacation. And I would open up for Cambly just to make some extra money. And it was amazing sleeping in. It's just amazing to sleep past like 7. But I do love the fact that if I want to open up, like yesterday, I opened up for today. Like, oh, you know what? I have more time. I'm going to open up. And the class is booked within 10 minutes. I had a request. So, Hillary, it is Cambly. I can honestly say their bookings are amazing. And you will have work if you open classes. You will be booked.
That is awesome to hear. Um, hmm, what does the pay look like for teachers that are getting hired right now? Do you know the range?
Yes, yes. Now, if you teach for regular Cambly, which is what you have to start with, now you don't have to open one class. I've never taught with regular Cambly ever. Once I got my foot in the door and I applied for Cambly Kids, I was able to get in there. It is 20 cents per minute, and which equals out to be $12 an hour. Is the pay great? No, it's really not. But you're sitting at home and you don't have to use gas. You can use your internet right here. You're sitting in your living room. And here's the best part. There's no prep and there's no feedback. So you go. I mean, it's so easy. It is so easy. You log on, you teach. And honestly, I had a student today. She had a hard day. She, was crying. She had been bullied and her feelings were hurt. And we opened up the slides and we didn't even use one of them. We just discussed how to handle our feelings when we are sad, how to deal with someone when they are being mean to you. So you don't even have to use the slides. They're just there as a suggestion, or if you want to, you don't have to use it. You could just practice your English.
So what I'm hearing is that the slides are there to help you with your conversation if you need it.
That's right.
But the main point of Cambly is practicing conversation.
That's it. Practicing
Okay.
conversation. Yes. And most of my students are older and they're, just trying to practice their practice. Like this little girl's 10 and I'm sad. I need someone to talk to. And it's like, well, this is how you handle yourself. But we spoke in English. She used complete sentences and it's perfect. Now, if you have a student that's young, that's really young, and maybe the slides are too far ahead for them, they're not quite ready above their level, there's a screen share option on Cambly, which is amazing because you can pull up ABC, you can pull up PBS Kids and play little games, have them read little primary. Yes.
Oh, you can share your screen. I love that. I do that with Outschool. I share my screen all the time teaching Outschool. Very good. I real quick want to say hello to Giselle and hello to Hillary. Excuse me. And also hello to Kimberly. And if you are watching, we have 6 friends watching today. Go ahead and say hello in the chat box. I think $12 an hour is awesome because not only do you not have to spend any time planning your lesson, right?
Right.
You also don't have to write feedback. You don't have to cut out props or buy props. And you don't have to get up at the crack of dawn, right?
That's right.
So you told me that when you open bookings, they book.
They book.
So what times of day do you teach with Cambly?
Okay, I teach from 10 to 11, take a break, and teach 11:30 to 12:30. I'm only opening 2 hours right now, but they completely book. However, if or when something happens to my Chinese companies, I will open up more. Of course, I will open up more and make this more of a part-time, maybe open another hour or 2 up during the day. But so far, honestly, everything I open is booked. Everything. It's perfect.
Do you have regulars?
I do. Yes, I do. And let me tell you about this. This is one exciting thing about Cambly. Once you establish your regulars, once you've had them at a class or two, you can go on and you can go into the platform under their name and click them as a regular. When you open, yes, and when you open your slots every week, you can open them to only regulars. So no new students. You can have a fully booked schedule with your regulars. Perfect. It's perfect.
All right, Miss Hillary has a question for you. By the way, this morning, Hillary was messaging me that she's feeling very sad about VIP Kid. And also, Hillary taught my daughter about counting money on Outschool. So I'm so proud of her for that. And I'm so thankful for that. My daughter loves Hillary. I love Hillary too. So I want her to try this opportunity with Cambly Kids. So Hillary would like to know, are they 30-minute slots or hour slots?
They are.
How much time is between classes is my question.
Yes. They are 30-minute slots. They are. And honestly, there's no time between classes. There's no time on. The students will call in and it starts at 30 minutes. Now, if the student's a minute or two late, you still have it for 30 minutes. And then your next student will call in. You'll tell your student goodbye, and then you'll hop on to the next call. So that's where that 30-minute, when I stop at 11, I give myself 11 to 11:30 to get a snack, a drink, do what I need to do, and then I hop back on. So
okay,
you have to schedule breaks.
Yeah, you schedule yourself a 30-minute break for a snack or a bathroom break. Yes. That's so smart. And I wanted to say, yesterday I interviewed teacher Riza about Hallow, which is an adult platform, and they do the same thing. It's 30 minutes and it starts counting down. It's almost like if you're on the phone with a with a card, they'll
That's it.
cut you off before you say goodbye. They don't care, right?
No.
So it's like you have to say goodbye before the 30 minutes because
Yeah.
you're on to the next class. But that's
That's it.
awesome. I want to shout out this comment here. Online teacher dude, you're the one that got me excited about Cambly Kids because I saw your video that really encouraged me that we have options, right, outside of China. Online teacher dude, also known as Tim, he says, "Hey Evelyn and Tenille, watching while I multitask. Love your positivity. Keep it up. We all need smiles this week.
Yes, we do.
Cambly is a cool option right now." Yes,
Yes,
very
yes.
good.
Tim's channel is awesome. I've actually been watching his updates. I'm like, okay, what's online teacher dude saying right now? Because I need to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Online teacher dude and teacher Lena have both made videos as well as I have about what's going on in China, and it's important to stay up to date on the news because we have two camps of teachers right now, and we're not against each other. We're all on the same team. Sometimes people get confused about that, but we have one group of people that are maybe a little bit more pessimistic or realistic that maybe our jobs will be over, and we have a group that wants to think that everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows. I like to get a little bit of both sides and say, let's be hopeful and not cry our eyes out, but let's be wise and have a backup plan like Cambly Kids already in place before the rug's pulled out from under us, right?
That's it. Just be prepared.
If that happens. Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
Yes. Aw, let's give Hillary a virtual hug.
Virtual hug. Yes. Oh, we all need virtual hugs right now this week.
I'm a fan of Teacher Tenille. You are a mama of 3 boys, right?
I am.
So you're my YouTube friend and my Facebook friend, but this is actually our first time talking on video together. So this is like so fun for me.
Oh, I know.
Yes. I sometimes have watched some of your videos that are like recipe videos or whatever, and I'll be like commenting like, "Oh my goodness, I love this." So yeah, anyway, this is so cool for me.
I
But
know.
yeah.
We've seen it. I've seen you in that because I've been with VIP Kids since 2017. So I've seen you in the communities, but this is our first time, talking.
Like chatting. Yeah.
Yes, I like it.
Very good. Yes. So it's like we went from like online friends to like actual friends. It's really
know.
Cool. All right. So Giselle says, "I've been working with Hello too. It's a great opportunity. I scheduled for classes at the end of the month." Very good. So yeah, what this is a part of is I'm doing a series of interviews because I want to interview actual teachers that are actually booking, actually making money for these companies so that you guys can give me the accurate information and I can share your referral code so that if people want to apply, sharing your referral code is like my thank you for coming on my channel. So hopefully somebody uses it, right?
Yes.
So yeah, what am I forgetting to ask? Somebody tell me in the chat box. I feel like we covered the basis.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'll tell you one thing about Cambly Kids is you need to do a 3 to 5 minute demo video to where you don't have to interview with a live person, but they want to see your teaching skills. So what I did is I recorded on their website. They give you some PDF slides. I think it's like colors. So you get on there and say, this is red, this is blue, and then you just use your TPR. You use everything you've learned with the other companies you teach for. It is so easy. And then you'll hear back. Now, I will tell you, Cambly, I was hired within a few hours. I got the welcome aboard. Cambly Kids was more like a week or 2. So if you apply for Cambly, you get accepted and then you go on to Cambly Kids and you don't hear back, don't worry, because it could take a few days or weeks.
Again, that's why I want to encourage people to set up your backup plan now. You don't want to be in a situation like when I went under review with VIP Kid, I was already teaching for OutSchool. So I was blessed that I had a backup plan in place. Things happen and something can happen with a job. I have a friend who was let go from VIP Kid for too many teacher no-shows, and she didn't have a backup plan in place. The reason I'm doing this is not to discourage people, but to inform people so that they can be prepared, have your backup plan in place, because diversifying inside of China is not good enough anymore. We need to diversify with companies outside of China, and so that's why I'm interviewing Tenille. I remember what I wanted to do. What I'm going to do is I'm actually I did the wrong button. I'm sorry. I'm going to share. Everybody look at me, not her. I'm going to share my screen. And I want to shout out your channel. So this is Teacher Tenille's channel, and she's actually 2 subscribers away from 300 subscribers. So head over to Teacher Tenille's channel. Give a thumbs up to this channel. If you're not subscribed yet, subscribe to me as well. But subscribe to Teacher Tenille. She has videos that are very helpful about teaching ESL. She's got cooking videos. She's got talking about magic ears versus Q kids. She's got all sorts of helpful videos. And even I see, oh, I got to click on this one. You've got some about your garden as your garden and your farm as well. And I do that as well. My channel, I share about my garden. I share about my I feel like YouTube is my social media. I can put whatever I want on it. So I put homeschooling videos, I put online teaching, I put gardening, I put cooking. Keep it interesting, right?
We're all working together as a group, and I love like budgeting. That is my thing. I'm a frugal mama. I love like, where can I get the best recipes for because to me that falls into the ESL. You know what I mean? That's just, it falls into, I make money for the family and this is my sole income, but I really want to like make it last longer. So how can I save money?
Very good. I love what's happening in the chat box right now. Hillary asked a question and Tim, Online Teacher Dude, answered it. So I'm going to pop that up. She said, so will they open slots for us for the following week or is it the next day? And Online Teacher Dude said, you can select 6, 12, or 18 hours, I think it is, Hillary. So is that within those hours?
Yes.
And mine booked 2 days before last weekend. It's up to you.
That's it.
Giselle says, oh, you do 6 hours? Awesome. Yeah. Giselle said, is anyone on here creating ESL classes on OutSchool? I teach Spanish on OutSchool. So yeah. Yeah, I love seeing Hillary find out information that can help her. That's my whole point of my YouTube channel, is to encourage people. When I learn how to cook a new recipe, I share it. When I learn how to grow food, I share it. When I learn about new ESL companies, I share it. When I make new props, I share it. I want to make people smile, right? So, and I also, I want you guys to be able to keep paying your bills. I don't want the rug to be pulled out from under you. I want us to be ahead of the game. It's just being smart. We don't need to get depressed. We don't need to cry about it. Maybe nothing will happen. Maybe we'll keep our Chinese jobs and we'll discover a new job we like even more and sleep in and still pay our bills. Who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
But it's insurance. It's like insurance. We know that it's there. I know that if things were to fall with the Chinese companies, I know I have Cambly. I know I can open up 40 hours a week if I want to. If I need an extra, maybe I need some Christmas money or I need some extra money for homeschooling supplies, I can open up extra hours. I know that's there. And that to me is peace of mind, which is priceless.
Very good. Again, Giselle asked, what is the pay for teaching adults on Cambly? And Tim answered, it is $10.20 an hour. For my perspective from that is, I look at that and I think, I'm a stay-at-home mom of 4 kids. I could put all of my kids in daycare and I could work at Lowe's for minimum wage and I would make negative money.
That's right. That's right. And you would have to get there. You'd have to commute and use gas. You'd have to buy clothes. I mean, honestly, you'd have to.
Yeah. Teaching online has been a lifesaver for me. Or people like my friend Tim live abroad or travel abroad and they can work from their laptop wherever they want to go. He can go to another country as long as he has a Wi-Fi signal, he can teach, right? So isn't that awesome?
And that's one thing I want to add about Cambly, and I know Tim will tell you this too. It is, you have to be fluent in English. You have to be fluent, but you do not have to be a native English speaker. We have teachers from South Africa, Australia, UK. So if anyone is watching and you live in another country, apply. As long as you are fluent in English, apply.
That is a good point. I'm glad you pointed that out because I forgot to ask who can teach, right? Yeah. What are the requirements? Do you have to have a degree? What are the requirements for Cambly?
Yes, you have to be 18 years and older. You have to be fluent in English, and you have to have a good stable connection, good lighting, good headset, just like the normal ESL positions. But 18 and older, if you're a college student and you want to make a little extra money, come join Cambly.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
that is great information. And that's good to know. So, for example, if I have a friend who doesn't have a college degree,
Mhm.
she could work for Cambly.
That's it.
I
That's it.
do. I do have a friend that is
Yes.
like that. That's
Send her.
good to know too.
Yeah.
If you're watching and you know someone that has said to you, I wish I could work for that company, but I wish I could work online, but I don't have a degree yet. Here you go.
That's
There's
it.
but if you share this opportunity with someone, share somebody's referral link, whether
Yeah.
it's Teacher Tenille's referral link, Teacher Tim's referral link, or
Mhm.
somebody that works for the company. Because if you're applying, you might as well use someone's referral link.
Yeah.
That's how I see it anyway.
Exactly.
So
And
yeah.
I coach when I did this is why I started the YouTube, just like Tim. I coach my referrals. I coach them. I teach for Q Kids, and I know at least 50 teachers that I've promoted through these YouTube videos. And I tell them, when you apply, send me email me. Here's my email address, and I will coach them. I will Zoom them. They can go over the slides and practice. Say, yes, I'm here to coach you and help you. And I know Tim will do the same thing. So, yes.
Very good. Kimberly says, I was a bartender and a server working my brick and mortar classes on the weekends. It was $12 an hour as well. Teaching from home is better.
Yeah.
I agree. So
Agree. Yes.
it's all about perspective.
That's it.
She also says Cambly Kids and Outschool don't require college degrees, but are the most flexible companies.
They
Isn't
are.
that so nice? So
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
So for me personally, I work for VIP Kid and Outschool.
Mhm.
And sometimes the bookings without school isn't always there. So wouldn't it be great to have a company that you know when you open bookings you would get booked, right?
Exactly.
It's
Exactly.
nice to know.
They email you, this student wants to book with you. I mean, you can wake up in the middle of the night. Oh, I have a booking. I have a booking. It's perfect. It's wonderful.
So tell me real quick, what all is entailed in the application?
Yes, you just fill in your credentials, you give them your experience, your information, where you're located, and it's the simplest application process ever. You don't have to meet with anyone, you don't have to interview with anyone. Now, when you are accepted, you will have to do a demo video, not a demo video, an intro video when the parents, and honestly, I copied and pasted my VIP kit. I did my VIP kit intro video, so it was so easy. It was so easy. Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Mhm.
And I remembered a question.
Yes.
How often do they pay and how do they pay you? Is it with
Oh.
PayPal? Is it to your account? Do you get feed for receiving your money? How does it work?
This is the part I think I love the most. You get paid every Monday, every single Monday in your PayPal. Yes, like at 2 o'clock, maybe a little after 2, it's in your account at PayPal. Yeah, you get paid PayPal every single Monday. So it's wonderful. Yes. And when I teach with my Chinese companies, I use my PayPal my Cambly money as kind of like a side money. Yeah. I like.
That is awesome. You'll have to excuse my coughing. I'm getting
Oh,
over something, but that's okay.
you're
Yeah.
okay.
All right. So Kimberly says Cambly Kids in Outschool don't require. Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. But yeah, payday is every Monday and they pay through PayPal.
That's it.
So,
Mhm.
for example, if you get weekly pay with VIP Kid, you work for Apple and you work for Cambly Kids, you could get paid every Friday, every Sunday, and every Monday.
Oh my goodness. Now, I've never done a VIP kid pay every week. That would be amazing. Yes.
Ooh, it's nice. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a quick question here. Hillary says another quick question. What about if you sign up for a class and you have an emergency and can't make it? Do you get docked? So, what do teacher no-shows or canceling a class look like with Cambly?
Honestly, a few weeks ago, I had this happen. A few weeks ago, I was about to log into a class and suddenly my carbon monoxide alarm went off. And it was like, sending messages. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So I got my kids, got out of the house, and I was able to, I missed the class. I missed the class. I was able to message the Facebook group. We have a Facebook group, and I didn't know anyone from the admin was there. And I was like, I missed the class. What do I do? And someone from Cambly came on and said, teacher, don't worry, just take care of yourself. So for an emergency, you're not docked. Now, if you continue to make this a thing, make this where you accidentally miss several classes, the company may send you a message and put you in Cambly jail where you only can teach your regulars that week, but you can still open classes. It just has to be with your regulars, and you're only in jail for 1 week. So now if you cancel within 12 hours, there's no penalty at all. So, yes, it is awesome. They are so kind. I was just like, what do I do? I can't message anyone. I'm going to get the kids out of the house and then I will message them. And they were amazing. They were like, don't worry, teacher, take care of your family. We're glad you're okay.
Good. Something ironic. When you mentioned the alarm, so I live in Kansas where we have tornadoes. The
Yes.
first Wednesday of every month at exactly 11 o'clock, we have tornado sirens that it's just like practice. When
Yeah.
you mentioned the alarm, I was on mute, but I heard an alarm going. I'm
Are
like,
you?
that's so funny. Exactly when you said that. That was so
I
funny.
sent it your way.
I'm like, okay, 11 o'clock Wednesday. Okay, we're good.
That's funny.
That's so funny. So Kansas, we have tornadoes, but yeah,
Sure.
very cool. All right, let's see. Desert Girl said, I got an email back that says I'm being considered and they will get back to me in days or weeks. How long does it really take?
Yeah.
You're talking about Cambly, right? So how long could it possibly take? I think it could possibly take days or weeks, right?
It could. It depending upon their demand is what I've heard. And that's they will only hire for I guess they only hire for their demand. They're not going to overhire and let you sit there with no bookings open.
That's why I think it's important to apply now
Yes. Yes.
because oh, that's another question. Is there any minimum hours?
No. No minimum.
So
You can
no minimum hours required. So you could get hired now and have it as your backup. Because the thing is, if and when if it ever happens that all of the Chinese companies lose their jobs, there's 100,000 teachers in VIP Kid. How many people are in GoGo Kid? All these different companies,
Yeah.
they're all going to be applying at once. It's going to be oversaturated. There's not going to be
Exactly.
applications available. Now is the time. That's why I've got a small YouTube channel, but I'm getting the word out. Now's the time to have a backup plan in place,
Right.
just in case,
Yes,
right?
I'm recommending you do it now before you have so many and they have so many applicants they have to shut it down or they're making you wait. Do it now. Definitely.
Yeah. Because what if you're hired today? What if you're hired in 2 weeks? It doesn't matter. You're still paying your bills right now. You still have your other job right now, right? So
Exactly.
that's my 2 cents. So yeah, what am I forgetting to ask? Anybody want to ask a question in the chat box, or do you have anything that you would like to say, Teacher Tenille?
I can tell you that after teaching with the Chinese companies with VIP Kit, I teach with multiple companies. I think I'm in contract with 5 Chinese companies. So after doing that during the day, it is so relaxing to sit down and teach with Cambly. It's just like, hi, how are you? And like I said, you have to be on this slide at this certain time. And if you don't, you're going to get docked. We're going to lock your schedule. None of that. It's so easy. Now, if you are with Cambly Kids and you're on Cambly, and I will tell you this, now, if you are like have an extra hour during the day and you want to teach some adults or an adult, you can just hop on and accept what's called a priority hour. And they guarantee that you're either going to get a call from an adult, usually this is not Cambly Kids, or you're going to get paid for 15 minutes, which is 17 cents for 15 minutes just for sitting there. But honestly, no one sits there. So if you just have like a free moment, oh, laundry's done, the kids are doing their homework, I'm going to hop on and grab an extra $10. You can do
That's
that.
great. That's great because who doesn't need an extra $10 really?
Seriously. With kids, yes.
We can always use an extra $10,
Always.
right?
Always.
All right. I see Kimberly says, over the summer, there were great bonuses with Cambly Kids. It starts with teaching 10 kids to receive bonuses. Oh, that's music to my ears. I'm a big fan of bonuses. So, yes. So, Desert Girl says she's applying right now. Very good. Is Cambly the same as Ingu?
I have heard that they are similar. I've heard that they're similar. Now, I will tell you that I guess it's for Ingu, you get paid for the no-show. With Cambly, if a student no-shows, which happens a lot for the new students because they're on trial, you get $2 for that class. You wait for 10 minutes and you get $2. So that was kind of like, yeah, that's one of the downfalls of it. But honestly, for $2, I'm sitting here doing some feedback or, just making a grocery list or something or YouTubing while I'm waiting. So.
Edit a YouTube video on my phone.
Yeah.
Very good. All right. Well, I think that's all for
Yay.
right now. So thank you very much for coming on my channel
Thank
and have a
you.
great day. Thanks
Yes.
guys for watching. Oh, I've set a goal on my YouTube channel to reach 2,000 subscribers by December 31st. So if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you so
Oh,
much. Have a
thank
great
you.
day. Bye.
Bye.